Okay, moving into the fast compact heat feature. On the pole, Eddie McLean in 443, Mike Stuper in 44, Alan Clark in 0, Eugene Kopp in 19, Jeffrey Orr in 8, Brett Shepler in 24, Brandon France in 38, Don Rufner III in 07, 23 is Carl Phillips. Kevin Renneker in 75. Kyle in 15. Kyle Lawson in 78. And Curtis Mendelson in 53. Rounds out your field. Fast feature. 15 laps they'll go. Okay, here we go. Eddie McLean, Mike Stuper. Eddie McLean out in front. Alan Clark trying to get second. Stuper on the outside. Alan on the inside. Yellow is out. Yellow is out. Debris on the backstretch. Complete restart.
So complete restart. 15-lap feature for the compact.
Okay, complete restart. 15 laps they'll go. Eddie McLean in 443 will bring him in. Caution out. Carl Phillips front end all tore up. Another complete restart. All right, the third time we're going to try it. Third time the charm, possibly, here at Midvale Speedway. Fast feature for the compacts.
Getting ready to come back to green.
Getting a whale of a jump was Mike Stuber. Can he hold it? Here comes Eddie McLean back. He takes back over the lead. Mike gets in there where Alan can't keep him out. Eddie McLean in 443, Mike Stuber in 44. Alan Clark in third. Fourth, Jeffrey Orr. Fifth, Brandon France. Last year's point champion here at Midvale. Don Rufner to the third in 07. And Kevin Renneker in 75. Rufner on the inside of France. Ed McLean out in front. McLean, Carrollton, Ohio. Roofner on the inside of Jeffrey Orr. He takes over fourth. Al better keep her low. Halfway. Ed McLean out in front. Roofer on the inside of Clark down the backstretch. Caution coming out for Alan Clark, turn 2. Ten laps in. Justin Renniker. Rufner looks the inside of Stuber. White flag. Out of 4, Ed McLean, John Rooster Jr. Brett Scheffler will finish 3rd, then Mike Stuper. After that, you'll have to watch the disc. Eddie McLean, Carrollton, Ohio, picks up the fast compact feature tonight.
Jones Tech Solutions, Joe Mack Truck Body, Cranes, Columbian Auto Parts. sponsored number 443. Also Keith and Robin Brady. Peebles Racing also on this 443 machine, first time in victory lane in the compact division. Here's your winner, Eddie McLean. All right, Eddie, while we find your trophy, brother, you put this thing out front. You had a couple battles there with Stuber. He was getting you a little bit on the restarts, but you were getting through 1 and 2 really, really good.
Thanks to Stuber. He drove me nice and clean. We had a good race there. Him and I had a good race a couple weeks ago. I really appreciate the clean driving. You know, when you're a lead like that, these races last forever. That seemed like 50 laps. I don't know what the actual count was, but it just seemed like 50.
Well, it did, but I'll tell you what, there's a great battle back in the pack. It was a good thing that it wasn't 50, or you might have had Don Rupner the third up there with you, but nonetheless, what a great job, man, that you did, keeping this thing out front. So what do you like better, driving this thing or driving the truck?
You know, I used to think these things were like driving tow motors, but you know what, if we were racing wheel barrels down here, I'd do that too.
Who do you want to take on this 443 today, man?
Rich Jones and Jack Truck Body, Jason Shaw, O'Reilly, Scott, and Dan Auto Keith and Ronald Brady, which is coming forward as their 8th sponsor this year. So,
Congratulations, man. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Your winner, Eddie McLean. Eddie McLean, a long-time veteran back in Victory Lane, first time in a compact. He'll also be up in the truck race here coming up a little bit later. Of course, Mid-Vale Speedway's Thunder Kids in Victory Lane giving him his trophy. He got late models on the Speedway.
Okay, starting on the pole, Mike Enos in 07. Chris Grubbs in 25. 66, John Sandquist. 0 is George Riddle. Cody Jaybird in 22. Tony O'Dowd in 88. Ross Snyder in 17. Brandon Short in 18. Bob Eichel 69. Flanked on by his team car 69R of Corey Heron, and 7 of Rich Rohr. Mike Enos out in front. Chris Grubbs in second. Third is George Riddle. Fourth, John Snyder. John Sandquist, not John Snyder. Boy, I'm way off. Corey Jaybird. Cody Jaybird in 22. Brandon Short in 18. Tony O'Dowd in 88. Eichel, Ford, and Heron round out your field. Snyder on the inside of Jaybird. For fourth spot on the outside. That's where your race is at right now for 4th spot. George Riddle looks to the outside of Grubbs. Mike Enos still shows the way. Grubbs on the inside, Riddle on the outside. Brandon Short moving to making a move. Caution now. Bob Snyder, turn 4. Okay, Mike Enos will still show the way in 07. George Riddle, Nick Grubbs, here we go. Brandon Short shoots to the outside. Mike holding on to that lead. He's going for the lead. George looks to the outside of Mike now for 2nd. Second. Mike Enos back to 3rd. Grubbs in 4th. Snyder 5th. Sean Tanquist. Tony O'Dowd. Chris Moore. Cody Jaybird. And the Elk Michael Carr. Bob Snyder getting by Grubbs for 4th. Bob on the outside, Mike on the inside. Mike hangs on for 3rd. Bob shoots into the 3rd. He's got it. 5 to go. 5 to go. Brandon Short's got her on cruise control out there. Right there in 2nd, George Riddle. Battle for 3rd, Bob Snyder. In the back of the pack, Rick Rohr moves up to 4th. wins it. George Riddle will finish second. Paul Snyder third. Rich Rohr fourth. Mike Keenan turning it down. 25-22. 66-69, and the other 69, I think, pulled in the pits.
Pretty good late model feature here at Midvale Speedway despite the conditions. Great job by Brandon Short picking it up in 4th feature win of the season. In the Hunter Race engine, Direct Detail, Ernest Performance, sponsor number 18. For the 4th time in 2019, rookie driver. In only what I think is 6th start here at Midvale Speedway in a late model. 4 for 6. Man, I'll tell you what. And he had his work cut out for him through 3 and 4 down there. He did it on the outside. Can't wait to hear what Brandon has to say about those outside moves as he gets the Hans device off, helmet getting ready to come off, Dad Brian coming over to help him out. This 18 is hooked up at Midvale Speedway. Here he is, your winner, Brandon Short. You earned that one, buddy. Come on over here. Okay, we were talking during the autograph session. You said, man, oh man, do I hope the outside comes in. It looks like if you place this thing tight to the guy on the inside, you're okay.
Yeah, definitely, just trying to squeeze someone down as possible as you can, or as good as you can, and, kill their run coming off the turn. And it worked, man. I actually got kind of sketchy going about 3 wide right there with George, but, George is a great driver, and he gave me a lane, and, that's what's about, so it was pretty cool.
So, through everything, that was a pretty darn good late model feature. You should have seen the stuff that was going on behind you. Snyder was making moves on the outside. Richie Rohr was coming. Good thing this wasn't a 5th feature. You might have had him to contest with.
I wish it was.
Well, don't worry, it's 60 laps in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll be ready. Hopefully we'll finish a little bit better this time out here. So.
Who you want to thank on this 18 tonight?
Well, first, we got a birthday boy in the party here. Brian Short, my dad. Today's his birthday, so it's pretty cool to get a win for him today. And yesterday, our other late model teammate, Steve Needles, he won yesterday at Dixie Speedway, our first run up in Michigan. And, all the sponsors, Direct Detail, Ernest Performance, Big Now Racing Products, Hunter Racing Engines, there's a ton of them, and it's awesome. So.
Congratulations, buddy. Great job. 4 for 6, I think you are now, right?
Yeah, 4 for 5.
4 for 5, 4 for 6 is still a pretty good average.
And also, thank you for all the fans for coming out. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this. So, thank you guys.
Congratulations, buddy. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Your winner, Brandon Short. Holding up the 4 in Victory Lane for 4 feature wins on the season. This 4 career victory wins here at Midvale Speedway. Pretty good racing. Got to tip the hat once again to John Chapman and the Midvale Speedway infield track crew for doing the job that they have done over the last 24 hours. getting this racetrack in good condition. How about giving them another big round of applause?
Okay, moving into the 25 lap of modifieds. Phil Cox in 09 will bring him in. Rick Sibla outside of him in 02. Bobby Page in 67. Lucas Ripley in 0. Michael Stone in 331. Doug McMillan in 54.
25 lap van meter.
Keith Thomas in 34, making his racing return here at Midvale Speedway. The Rooster in 55, Brandon Bailey. Todd Ripley in 00. Kevin McClintock, 38. Oh boy. Cloud of smoke. Looks like they all might be able to continue. All right, let's get the rest of these guys out there while they're driving around. After Todd Ripley, Jerry DeVore in 4, Nick Grubbs in 24, I believe. Let's just check that out.
So complete restart
Yep,
coming.
that's Nick in 24. Dan Gosser in 33.
We'll see if Doug McMillan, who was involved in that.
Don Rufner III in 69. Brandon Bailey pulling up here in 55. Zach Leisure in 87 back here. Bobby DeVore III in 75. And Derek Gruhl in 99. I think rounds out your field. Out there getting ready to go 25 laps. Looks like Doug will be able to continue. He's waiting for the field to catch him. And he'll fall in right on the outside of Michael Stone in 331. Another lap or two, we'll be going back to racing. I think we ought to be set. Terry looks good, it says. It looks good. Looks like he's going to give them the 1 to go. He's getting kind of Yancey back here on that flag stand. Yep, there it goes, up in the air. 1 to go.
Field gets going to go signal.
Philip Cox. Rick Sibla will bring him in. I think Rick's won 2 features. I think, and the defending feature winner is right behind him, Lucas Ripley in 0. He'll be doing double duty tonight. He'll be in Honky John's Street Stock here coming up shortly. There we go. 25 laps. Rick Sibla out in front. Brandon Bailey moving up on the outside. Bringing Kevin McClintock with him. Philip Cox. Rick Sibla shows the way. Sibla. Lucas Ripley in second. Bobby Page in third in the 67 car. Doug McMillan. Michael Stone. Pete Thomas. Brandon Bailey. Todd Ripley. Nick Gross. Kevin McClintock. Derek Cole. Jerry DeVore. Ron Rupert the third. And Zach Weezer rounds out your field. Lucas looks to the inside. Can't make a move on the two. Second. Philip Cox in third. Bobby Page fourth. Fifth is Doug McMillan. Sixth, Michael Stone. Seventh, Pete Thomas. Eighth, Ron Ripley. Ninth, Brandon Bailey. 10th, Kevin McClintock. There's the top 10. Oh! Keith Thomas loops her down in the infield, coming out of two. Making his racing return. It's been quite a few years since Keith's been around this oval. No stranger to victory lane, though. No stranger. Okay, 16 laps in. 9 to go. Rick Sidla, Lucas Ripley, Philip Cox, Bobby Page, Doug McMillan, Michael Stone. There we go. On the outside, he's got the lead now. Rick Sidla second, 7 laps to go, I believe. Third is Philip Cox, hanging on. Doug McMillan in fourth.
Mike Stone and Pete Thomas get together in turn at number 2.
Okay, 19 in, 6 to go. Lucas Ripley will show the way. Rick Sidla, Philip Cox, Doug McMillan, Keith Thomas. Here we go. Bobby Page. back up. Look on the inside. A rim symbol for second. There comes Keith Thomas into it. Bringing Kevin McClintock with him. White flag coming out. White flag. Lucas down the back stretch. Into turn 3. Out of 4. 0. Wins it. Goes 2, 4. 34, 38, 55. Wow. Pretty good. Modified 25 lap feature.
What a good, my goodness. Just when you thought we weren't going to have any side-by-side because of the conditions at 3 and 4, it turned out to be a very racy night here at Midvale Speedway. Great job by the Midvale Speedway infield track crew of getting turns 3 and 4 fixed up after all of this rain. And man, are the guys putting on a good show up front in the late models, in the compacts, and now in the modifieds. In the Hammer Construction, Mustang Trucking, LZR Industry, sponsored number 0 for the 3rd time in 2019 and for the 2nd week in a row, the Big Dog in Victory Lane. Getting ready to climb out, here's your winner, the Big Dog, Lucas Ripley. Woo, you got a fan club over here, kid. Taking that driver's suit top off, wiping the sweat off the brow. 2 weeks in a row, man, congrats. Tell you what, you got to tip your hat to that Midvale Speedway infield track crew. They got turn 3 and 4 pretty decent for you guys to run on the outside.
Yeah, it's way better than I assumed it was going to be.
Well, and we were talking a little bit during autographs, and I was talking to other drivers about, and what do you think? And those guys were down there working their butts off, trying to make sure that it was in good shape. And I'll tell you what, this thing really hooked up on the outside.
Yeah, we had trouble with it all day, and I threw some big chinks down. It's either going to be better or way worse, and they liked it.
Oh, and that's all that matters, right? So tell me, good battle with Rick Stibla. Did you prefer the outside on the restart or the inside on that last one?
Yeah, actually, either one of them wasn't too bad. I mean, I just drove it in there and stuck. So.
Who do you want to thank on the 0 tonight?
Yeah, all the crew, the sponsors, LTR Industries, Hammer Construction, Mustang Trucking, J&M Mentoring, DMB Machine, and the crew, Mike, Dusty, Rusty, Cousin Blake, Button, Steve Dad, and it's all kinds of people help.
Congratulations, buddy. Good to see you back at Victory Lane. Thanks. Your winner, the Big Dog, Lucas Ripley. Hey, did you have a few problems down here, Mr. Coletti, during that race?
I'm going to be pulling white stuff out of my eyeball for a month.
No, I'm talking about the sign.
Oh, yeah. That's Randy. He's always cheap. He'll give me a cheap sign. No, we got it fixed up. It's about to blow off. Lucas is too
Well, we'll call Randy Smart to tell him he needs to fix his sign. All right. Neck tuning victory lane sign coming a little unglued as we had to make some quick repairs under that one caution, but should be good to go for the rest of the night. A couple more features to go. How about those street stock?
Okay, getting ready for the
Feature, getting ready to go.
truck feature. Here we go. Barney Gerber in the 2T. Eddie McLean in 443. Oh, Eddie almost took out the backstretch wall. Able to get her back under control. Barnes in 95. Scott Lindell holding on to that second spot right now. Barney out in front in 2T. Michael Barnes trying to move up. Scott Lindell holding on to that second spot. Barney Gerber out in front. Eddie McLean trying to catch him. Oh, we got Michael Barnes losing her right rear tire coming out of 2. Michael Barnes. Tire goes up and touches the truck. Says, "How you doing there, buddy?" Scott Lindell takes over the lead. We missed that. And Eddie McLean has caught him. He's up to 3rd. White flag. Barney can't make a move down the backstretch. Scott Lindell brings home the win. Barney Gerber finished 2nd. Eddie McLean 3rd. 26 and 11.
Great restart to pick up his 2nd win of the season. Barney Gerber holds him off at the end to take home the win. Tuning victory lane in the M&G Automotive Croft Glendale Racing, Ohio PC Solutions, Ours for Sales, TNT Opticals, our Elon Service sponsor, number 19. Here's your winner, Scott Lindell.
See ya. See you next week.
Come on over here, big fella. Well, what do you think about 2 feature wins on the year now?
You gotta make it work for it.
Yeah, they make you work for it. That's what it's supposed to be. No, you're just a young pup.
Hey, I want to thank Bill Allville. These guys, this thing went down tonight, Timmy Cross. This thing was done. Bill jumped in there, we ain't nasty. That's what kind of guys these guys are here. They jump in. Walker and them guys, you can ask for better people. If you want to go racing, come to Midvale. That's all. I mean, these guys are good people.
How about a big round of applause for that one? And how about another one for that infield track 3 to 4 situated too? That was, you guys were able to use that outside group.
That was nice. They come together. I was wondering there for a while, like, man, this is going to be more of a race, but they came. You guys did a good job. Hell of a job.
Not me, them. Who you want to thank on this 19 tonight, brother?
Well, first of all, I want to thank Timmy Croft. That guy sweats over his truck. I mean, he puts a lot of hours in his truck. When I'm out on the road, he's there working on it. You got to thank the sponsors, MG Automotive, TNT Office Sales, Arnie Landscaping, High PC Solutions, Ours First. My fiance for helping me put money in this junk all the time, letting me do it. My sister and her husband too. Life's good.
A long way from being upside down over a year ago to Victory Lane now twice.
We was going to give her up. That guy there kept kicking me in the tail. He said, let's go back again. Nah, we're done. Walker's had this for sale. We got another one in the oven. There'll be another one back out here in a couple weeks.
Congratulations, buddy. Great job.
Thank you.
Your winner, Scott Lindell. Once again, how about a big round of applause for Bill Allville down here on the front straightaway. He works his butt off getting his modified ready each and every week through working and everything else, and that's why he won Sportsman of the Year a couple years ago. Jumping in and helping out anybody and everybody here at Midvale Speedway, the Walker family as well. Just a great group of guys here at Midvale Speedway, and I agree with Scott Lindell. If you want to run with a great group of people, come to Midvale.
Okay, moving into the final feature event of the evening. Curtis Collins in 15. Kylie Wood in 22. Colt Locker in 118. Robbie Cordia in 55. Lucas Ripley in 67. Dennis Woods in 88. Jeremy Wiggins in 6, Bob Pathwater Sr. in 75, Gabe Pringle in 7, and Bob Pathwater Jr. in 74.
Getting ready to go train Collins in Austin.
J.D. Lawson on the outside. Curtis Collins on the inside. Colt Locker takes over the lead. Jeremy Wiggins trying to move up in 6. 3 wide down the front stretch. Locker out in front in 118. Robbie Cordia in second. Wiggins in third. Curtis Collins in fourth. Jeremy Wiggins up to second now. Oh boy! Robbie Cordy almost put Lucas Ripley into the wall. Lucas was able to get her stopped. Or slowed down and missing.
Ready to go in green. Locker.
There we go. Side by side. Still hanging on. Jeremy Wiggins drops back into second on the inside. Robbie Cordia holds on to third. Dennis Wood in fourth. Curtis Collins in fifth. Riley Wood, Paul Pathwater, senior, then junior, then Lucas Ripley, Gabe Pringle, and J.D. Lawson runs out your field. Halfway, 10 in, 10 to go. Dennis Woods getting into it now. Oh, got a tire going down on Jeremy Wiggins. Caution coming out. Caution coming out for Jeremy Wiggins. Colt Locker, Dennis Woods.
11 in, 9 to go.
11 in, 9 to go.
Hang on up front for his first feature win.
Robbie Cordia and Curtis Collins. Still side by side for that lead. Colt Locker now back in control. Pathwater Senior. Bob is up to fourth and Lucas Ripley in fifth. is on the inside of ball path. All right, here we go. Dennis Wood on the outside, Cole on the inside. Cole Walker's able to hold him off so far. Trying to get up to second. This one's looking at that first spot. Here comes Jeremy Wiggins back up. White flag, get ready to come out. Down the left stretch, side by side. Into turn 3. Out of 4. Cole Walker wins it. And this was second. All right, that brings the close to the Midvale Speedway racing action here on June 22nd, 2019 here at Midvale. Colt Locker picks up the 20-lap street stock feature. I believe that's
a good feature. In the Lucky Mowing Street Stocks, Colt Locker going to pick up his first career feature win.
All right, picks up his first career win in the street stocks. Goals to victory lane, 118, Colt Locker, your winner of the street stocks tonight here at Midvale Speedway.
In the Townhouse drive-through and general store, Trunk and Uncle Barn, Black Diamond Earthworks, Dover Hydraulics, G&M Electric, My Water Knocker, Summerdale Inn, Team Big Buck down, sponsor number 118. For the first time in a street stock. Getting ready to climb out. Champion, the mini truck division. Here's your winner, Colt Locker. What a way to cap off week number 7 with a great street stock race. Great racing in all of our divisions tonight. The old style Camaro in victory lane. Go on over here, man. What a job you did. First and foremost, I want to talk about the move down here in turn 4. When you cut it to the bottom, went 3 wide and took the lead on that start. Incredible.
Well, I knew if I didn't do it then, it wasn't going to happen. So just in a race to get to the front.
What did you see that, opened up the bottom? I mean, I know they opened up the racetrack a little bit. What was your mindset? Like, hey, I got to hook this to the bottom and go.
This car's been great on the bottom, so I knew that was the only way I was getting around. There's no outside passes, so I just had to do it on the bottom. That he opened up, so I took the chance.
And then the 6 of Wiggins was right there. You guys battled hard time and time again. And then you had Dennis Wood, the old veteran, on the outside. Man, you had a whole awesome competition tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I was driving really hard and I started pushing. I apologize that I got pushed in high, but I was driving the wheels off of it.
Congratulations, man. It's got to feel good to be in victory lane. We want to thank on this 118 tonight.
Everybody on the car, I want to thank Townhouse Drive Through, my water doctor, Black Diamond Earthworks, Open Hydraulics, Drunken Uncle, I think that's Sommerdale Inn, and GM Electric.
And congratulations. Welcome back to victory lane.
Thank you. Well, also want to thank everyone for their support, my fans, friends, everyone.
Congratulations, buddy. Great job. Your winner, Colt Walker!
Okay, that is a mess.
Yeah, 30.